should you come visit Australia in 2026?
Or should you not?
Or should you not, yeah. Hi guys, this is James.
This is Zhenya.
This video will be about visiting Australia in 2026. Should you come here? Is it worth it? Is it worth the money? Is it worth the hassle to prepare your visas and everything? Australia is not an easy country to visit. You have to be really determined to come here because it's a long way from wherever you live. It's literally au bout du monde. We say in French that it's
a whole continent.
Yeah, it's a whole another continent. First time for me visiting Australia was in December 2025.
First time I was about 10 or 11 years old, so a long time ago, like 15 years ago, a bit less.
Yeah, so we can say that it's our first time visiting Australia as adults, and was a special occasion for us. We came here for our marriage anniversary. Well, I'm not sure that we particularly planned this trip for the anniversary, but it happened to be so, and we were really excited about it.
We didn't know if we would like it, so we went to Sydney, then Melbourne.
We are heading to Bondi Beach. It's a pretty sunny day today. Well, all days are sunny, all days are good weather. So today is Saturday, it's a perfect beach day. We are heading down there, and we're gonna tell you a little bit about our first time impressions and how is it to visit Australia for the first time. Yeah, this is the view we are having today. So it's been a long time. I've been meaning to make the video about Australia and our first experience. Yeah, Australia so far has been everything. Now, it would be wrong to say that Australia has been everything I've dreamt of, because even when I dreamt of coming into Australia, I never knew that how it would actually feel to be here. And I just want to say that all the information that we have about Australia on the internet, everything that you can find, it's not enough to actually cover. It's not enough to actually properly explain how beautiful this country is. So we are here in Bondi Beach in Sydney, and I think this is the best place in the world. The visa process was quite difficult to do. Australia has very close borders. Immigration policy is becoming stricter and stricter every year, and when I was doing my visa documents, I thought that maybe this is too much, they're asking just too much. But now I think that it was totally worth it. So to do my visa to Australia, I had to do some health examinations, blood work. I also had to show my bank statements that I have enough money to support my trip. Anyway, I think I paid a total of around 600 euros to make my documents to Australia, and they gave me 1-year visa. So here I am as a first-time visitor, and I just gotta say that do it. If you're doubting whether it's worth it to make your documents, just don't ask any questions, don't overthink it. You don't even have to watch tons of YouTube videos to prepare for your trip. Just come here, just come to Sydney, come to Bondi Beach and experience Australian life for yourself. When we were planning our trip, I didn't really know should I do the whole trip throughout Australia and visit many different states and cities. In the end, we decided just to keep it pretty short and just to discover 2 big cities, Sydney and Melbourne, because we didn't want this trip to be too much. Life is actually so interesting, because the first time when I was actually determined to come to Australia was during COVID. I was studying in France, in Paris, and we were on a lockdown, and I remember not being able to go out, to even walk on the streets. It was kind of like living in a 25 square meter studio apartment with my husband, a boyfriend at the time. And for some reason I came across nice YouTube vlogs of Australian couple who were living in the van, and they were visiting all different parts of Australia. And I've just seen the landscape of the videos, the beaches, the beautiful nature they were showing to us, and I began dreaming about visiting Australia one day, and I was pretty obsessed at that moment. But then I became more realistic about my life. I forgot about my dream to come to Australia. There were other priorities, and I just haven't been thinking about visiting Australia up until 2025. And in 2025 I started to think that maybe 2026 will be the year when I finally make a move and visit Australia with my husband. And I decided to, I don't know if I'm gonna have a budget for the trip yet or not, but let's just do the visa and then go from there. And I think that manifesting your life really works, and I want to do the whole other video about that. But if you dream about some place, just do the paperwork first, and then the opportunity will come up, or something will happen. The universe will lead you towards making it happen. But guys, this video is not about convincing you to come here. This is your decision, and I know that it's not that easy to plan a trip to Australia. But this I just didn't know if I want to do a vlog or I want to do some kind of informative video, so it's gonna be a mix of both. But let me quickly just walk you through a little bit of what we did and where we stayed in Sydney. For our first ever location in Sydney, I chose Bondi Beach. I ended up finding a very nice Airbnb apartment in North Bondi, located up on a hill just against the huge mountain. And it was really nice. The Airbnb was quite small, but it has like a studio apartment, everything we needed, even the coffee machine. The owner of the apartment, it was the owner of a huge house. And at that point, we thought like, oh wow, these people are millionaires. Who lives in those houses? So as we were literally in Bondi Beach, every day we did a 10 minutes walk to come down from the hill. The vibe at Bondi Beach is just unmatched. I don't know how to explain, you guys. There is a huge community of surfers, so many fit people. Everybody is so fit and beautiful, and it kind of feels from the first glance, it feels like work-life balance is very important for people who live here. And without a doubt, everybody loves exercising. Street workout place, which was a huge plus for us because we love doing pull-ups, we love training outside. And honestly, I've never seen such a beautiful street workout place like anywhere in the world. Personally, we just appreciate being in a place where training means a lot and is just a part of the lifestyle. Surprisingly, I didn't have any particular program planned for our Sydney trip because, I don't know, somehow during all those months of traveling, we didn't have any strict itinerary, but we ended up having a great time every time. So we just walk every day, and during our little coffee moment in the morning, we decided what we're gonna do for this or that day, and we ended up spending a great time. I don't think that we've made a lot of touristic attractions, like we didn't go to the Blue Mountains, we didn't go outside of Sydney because it was already too good. If you want to go from Bondi Beach to CBD, to Sydney Centre, is just around 20 to 25 minutes by car. Well, it depends in which part of the city you're going, but if there is no traffic, it's like 20 minutes by car. There are also direct buses going from Bondi Beach to CBD, but it will take you around an hour or even a bit more to get there because the bus is just going so slow and it stops like every minute. And what we loved about Sydney is there are so many greenery, so many parks, so many outside places for people to hang out, and I think it's just overall experience just the healthiest city in the world. I don't know, I have never seen a city that has so much outdoor space. If you have a child, you can have a nice walk. If you have a dog, oh my god, I think this is a paradise for people with dogs.
You have the runners running, the families with their kids, the people coming out the gym, people going out, also the tourists that are really blending really well into everyone else, and it feels peaceful, like Genia said.
Funny thing also about Australia, I know that so many people have fears about Australia's wildlife. All the videos about snakes and spiders that you see are very scary, and sometimes people think, like whenever I tell some of my friends that, oh, we are visiting Australia, and they would say like, oh, isn't the wildlife is so crazy there, aren't you scared, and so on. And you know what, funny thing is that I was the one who was the most scared of those things. I'm afraid of wildlife, and I've never been friendly with that, and I had a lot of fears connected to, well, what if a big spider will come into our apartment and so on. And actually during our first stay in North Bondi, a huge huntsman just like crawled in our little window, and it was the size of my palm, okay? I'm not kidding, and it was like huge and hairy, and it was moving like this. So I was screaming like crazy, and yeah, hopefully the owner of the apartment helped us kind of get rid of him. But you know what? After that, we haven't really experienced anything, and we were sure that those huge spiders are actually the ones which are not harmful to you. As for the snakes, it's actually my biggest fear. I'm really scared of phobia of snakes. But I really doubt that in the city full of cars and buildings, I don't think that there are any snakes out there. And so now we're actually living in an apartment on the first floor, and we have a nice outside area, like a little terrace, or we can say a little garden outside. And our door to the apartment almost all the time stays open. So if there were any spiders or snake, they would definitely already came inside, right? But nothing so far. And the craziest part about it is that I'm the most scared of all those things, and I don't care about it now. Like, sure, we've seen some small spiders, but they're not that scary. And maybe even, well, I don't wish that the huge spider will come inside, but if he'll come, I think it's okay, because you know what, the level of life that you get here, the advantages of living in Australia and just visiting and having a great time here is so much bigger than your fear. So no, all the things you hear about wildlife is just talk, unless you go to the rural areas of Australia. The bush. I mean, like, there are parts of Australia where you can see alligators and sharks and everything, but it's okay. Like, I mean, as long as you stay where all the people are, nothing's gonna happen to you.
And if anything, it's beautiful.
And about sharks, for those who fear sharks, well, actually, for me, I've always thought, like, well, there are always some kind of news that the shark was seen here and there on that beach and on this beach, and now that we actually listen to Australian news, you know what? Yesterday we've heard that there was a few sharks spotted here in Bondi Beach, and there was the day when we missed the beach. But I mean, I don't know. I don't go swimming that deep. It's just you just have to stay careful. There are so many safeguards on the beach. They always monitor on the beach whether there are huge waves, whether they spot any sharks. So I think you'll definitely hear an announcement. Just be alert, and nothing's gonna happen to you. Yeah, don't let your fears stop you from traveling the world and discovering such beautiful places as Australia. I have so much to show you guys. I don't know where to start. Just wanted to finally make at least one video from Sydney, and yeah, I'll probably do more vlogs from here because I have a lot to speak about. I want to speak about gyms, I want to speak about food, doing groceries here, finding an apartment and so on, but maybe this is enough for one day. Just wanted to keep you excited and tell you that anything can happen if you really want it, if you really dream about and make little steps towards your goals. Anyway, yeah.
I really like the nature and the space you get here. The people are very welcoming, and all of these three things together makes something we didn't find in other cities. So the ecosystem you get is really fulfilling and corresponds to what we like.
Okay guys, like and subscribe if you like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!